we are talking about. As he said, the highest rated.
Money check, swagger check,
what?
drip check,
Oh,
cut the
shit.
check. You know I say fly like a jet. I'm a triple threat. Watch me flex.
Let's get the guys in here. They are bang on time. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How's it going there, Thyrandaal?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice day of work. I slept well.
Okay,
Doing pretty
everything's
good.
aligning.
Yeah.
You know, we had some French in-house French representation guest from Quebec, so he was excited to see how well you were representing the great nation of Quebec.
All right. I'll do my best.
Hey there, Tapir.
Hello, hello.
All right, let me get the cams up here. All right. Yes, welcome, guys. Welcome. Don't know if you saw our earlier match today, but we had Casino Duck making it through to the winners final. So that's who awaits the winner of this match. This is the other winners semifinal. So both of you are undefeated match-wise, making it all the way here. And I'm actually looking back and starting to wonder, you know, Tapir, have you experienced losing a game in the event?
I had a draw.
I said,
Was that time one?
have you experienced losing a game? It's crazy to think about it, but I'm not sure you've lost in the entire competition.
Yeah, not. I haven't.
Wow.
Let's try to keep that going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're definitely, I think, our only player who hasn't conceded like a loss. That's quite impressive. Obviously the match wins, but to do it pretty flawlessly. How you feeling? I saw, you know, I could see a can there, nondescript. How are you feeling? What are the vibes like coming into this match?
Feeling okay. Obviously, still got them butterflies. I got me a nice little chess class, rook shot class here, ready to go. You know, if the situation demands.
Right.
And of course, my sipper.
That's right. Naturally. Yeah, I think someone really woke up a beast there. Was it Caballo with the comments? Like he doesn't know maybe what he's unlocked.
He did. Thyrandaal's been nothing but awesome though. So the drinks are for my nerves, not for any sort of shit talk.
Right.
today.
Right. But it's nice that it doubles.
It does.
Hi, Randall. How about you, buddy? How's the coaching been? The sessions, maybe? Have you had a chance to work since the last match?
Yes, I've had to. I enrolled Cuz for some help during the week, and Choo is back home, and
Right.
he helped me today, and he will be in my corner if I need it for some reason or.
So you mean in case of a timeout?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And we have
If that were to happen.
Choo is here as well, which is nice. So we have like double. You don't know. We don't know who you're gonna call. Okay, very nice. Choo and Mr. Cuz. And how about you, Tapir? You got coach in house here?
Moose is always on standby. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So we got coaches here. You guys are obviously pretty experienced now with the format. You know exactly what to expect. Nothing's changed since your last match. The timeouts are still those 3 minutes afforded. If one calls, the other one can still, of course, use that time. Since you're both on cam, you can, just signal. But in case I miss it or I don't come into the call and acknowledge, you can unmute and just let me know. No timeouts during a match, as tempting as that might be. So after a game and before another one starts only. So, like I said, you guys are familiar with the format. Let's go ahead to Tapir. You've got a drink in hand, so I'll let you call our coin toss.
Tails never fails.
It doesn't. And matter of fact, it hasn't today. Until now. Now is when it failed, which means Thyrandaal, white or black pieces to start off.
I will take the white pieces.
White pieces. Solid. A big misfortune has fallen on those selecting the black pieces, I've noticed. All right.
It's an unwise choice, I think.
Well, it's not an elimination match. It's certainly an important match because you'll have far less chess to play, making it to the winner's final. And obviously, having the extra life is quite a big deal. But we're going to see more of both of these players regardless. Mute up in Zoom. That's all from me. I'll mute as well.
Good luck.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck, Thyrandaal.
I'll start the games in a
Good luck.
couple minutes. Thyrandaal, Tapir, 1st to 6. The winner moves on to face Casino Duck in the winner's final of BrahChamps. Let's heat it on. 12:67, the weigh-in for Thyrandaal. Tapir, 11:55. And we know Thyrandaal is one of the players in the event, guys. He's very outspoken about his openings. He says, hey, this is what I'm playing. This is what you can expect. Beat me if you can. Both Thyrandaal and Tapir are in the gym, which is a fantastic point by Plumber Phil. The chessbrah gym program is indeed featured in a number of the competitors that are still in the winner's bracket. Now, early on, I'm looking at Tapir's position. I'm seeing dark square pawns, and I'm seeing, wait a minute, where is that light squared bishop? So immediately I like Thyrandaal's game. It's nothing too crazy, but bishop there and taking the knight is no good. Especially, you guys should know, you almost never, ever exchange bishop for knight if the knight recaptures. Like, if there's another knight to take its place, moves like that are just senseless. Thyrandaal plays the Philidor. A little bit of the Fianchetto King's Indian systems, but lately he's been transitioning back to the Philidor. In case the Philidor starts to fail, I think he's going to be fine to maybe swap his openings. But he enjoys the Philidor. He plays it well. I think that's what he's going to be sticking with. And this move, that looks like it can just be grabbed. Now, if you grab this any which way, it looks like with the double attack, yeah, you're going to be able to take something. How are the jitters in game number 1? We often see a shaky first game from the competitors. Tapir against Thyrandaal. A very tight matchup. It's going to be queen takes b5. What does Tapir have against this one? This is hanging. Maybe he's going to go for this. No, he goes knight d7. He could have done the same thing, but with a more active move. Also would have hit the bishop and the pawn. That would have done a lot right there. A much more passive move. It's good that he did not move the bishop. It looks like a normal move, guys, but man, that would have been a lights out tactic. Queen is hit. Back to safety. Now that's a threat. The knight is so good here, by the way. If we see this queen moving over, there's going to be huge threats. King g2. No, he's playing it safe. The knight's rerouting to a great square. I think we'll see the knight come in here with a tempo. Why the heck not? Thyrandaal's up 30 seconds. He's better. He's up a pawn. But the time advantage is shrinking. He should probably do this, but let's see. Yeah, queen c2, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You don't need to play the absolute best move when you're up a pawn. Like, there's not a lot of danger for white. You could play h4. You could play king g2, king h2, rook e1. Like, you could make any move here, and it would be perfectly fine. Knight b3. So is he going to try to keep this pin? I would almost consider bringing the rook back this way because it's like these knights are really, really offside here. I don't like them. Rook b1 is a perfectly good move. Tapir has got a lot of offside pieces, not contributing to the center. And of course, he's down that material. This is a pin. I mean, as white, I don't mind this move. I would be considering slow moves like this. King here, I know it doesn't look like much, but getting off this diagonal and getting off the checking, let's say the last rank, the first rank, the checking avenue is very, very important. Thyrandaal is up 30 seconds. Tapir has got to lock into speed mode. But the problem is his pieces can't move. I mean, he brings the knight in. It was just a free knight sitting there on the board, guys. Could have been taken. Thyrandaal choking by not taking the full free knight. He's looking at this, but maybe he's going to take this. No. Knight goes back. Queen goes back, and that is not the move you want to see. Oh, wait a minute. We could be getting a draw here if we're not careful. Knight takes F7. He plays on. He's up so much time. He has to play on. This knight has been hanging so many moves. And Thyrandaal has definitely got it. 4 seconds. He knows it. So does Tapir. You are not making a comeback here. And that check will probably seal it. That's game number 1. Quick little sip. Got to calm the nerves there. Thyrandaal, 1-0 and making use of the great Philidor. Tapir, what does he have prepared? Bishop d3. I'm expecting this from Thyrandaal. Yeah, this is fine as well. But there we go. Okay, so what we've learned here is that Tapir for sure has an exact way that he's trying to play because he's playing it both sides. You know, going into a match, what to expect from Thyrandaal. I've said it many times. I think that Coach Losmuth has got him set up with a position that he wants him to play. My question is, Losmuth, did he get the position you guys wanted from the previous game? And is he getting the position that you guys wanted here? Because I think as Tapir, game 1, I was not happy with it. Game 2, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy if the guy's taking free material, but H4, I wouldn't say that's quite the move. I do like Tapir's position much more as white. Yeah, Thyrandaal is from Quebec, but his coach is from Europe, from Spain. So definitely some European ties. Tapir is sending it. This looks like a little bit of a game plan. Is he going this way? Is he going this way? I see this, and then, whoa. What are we seeing here? F5, and queen takes B2 from Thyrandaal. 0, like he didn't think at all. F5 can happen, and good luck defending. Oh my goodness, what are we taking for? Oh no, Tapir is absolutely cooked here. Oh no, it's over. How are you defending all of this? There's so many knight moves here. I mean, it was a no-brainer. There's no one that can defend all those knight moves. Complete and utter disaster for Tapir. Unfortunately, he's not showing the right understanding here. This blind pawn send, he didn't even send the pawns he took. Oh my goodness. An absolute catastrophe. And actually, knight takes e4 is quite bad from Thyrandaal, objectively. Quite bad, if we're being honest. Bishop takes g5. Thyrandaal, I mean, definitely has this game, let's say that, but that was definitely a big mistake. Okay, shouldn't be a problem. He's up material, but giving up the piece there didn't need to happen. He's got the extra queen. It's just a matter of time. There you go. Simplify. It's fine. Yeah, the coaches are all screaming for this one because the lad is not going to ever mess it up. And they get it. Look at that move right there. That shows that he is locked into this position. H6, it's just a full guarantee. It says, look, you can check me. It's not going to do anything anymore. H6 covers me. I just don't see anything. Thyrandaal says, go ahead. Like, you can give me a check. It's not going to do more than that. It's going to be a check only. So I agree with this idea. He wants to go here, and try to operate on the 7th rank because clearly the back rank, nothing's happening. This is a great move, only if followed up correctly. And I have a feeling Thyrandaal is going to follow up correctly here. F5, king h4. The king is trapped. He didn't quite play the move we were looking for. Queen here would have been over. Queen here is very good, but I wouldn't say it's winning just yet. Thyrandaal does not have me fully convinced. He's like a move or two away, but I'm not fully convinced yet. Especially with 37 seconds, anything can happen. You move the bishop, all of a sudden it could be checkmate, like right away. I think I would almost go here. As sad as it is, I feel like I got to trade. I don't know. Tapir does not have an easy decision in front of him. Thyrandaal, after winning that queen, it's been a very easy game for him. And yeah, well, bishop. Hey, respect the tuck, right? Respect the tuck. He's looking for this. Thyrandaal finds the absolute best activation for his queen and rook. And boy, did he get that done nicely. That's a quick 2 for Thyrandaal. Okay, we're back to the opening. Thyrandaal against Tapir. And I will say, I don't like this move for Tapir. We're waiting for this. Thyrandaal for sure is going to play it. Question is whether he castles first. But he knows this pawn belongs here. I'm not liking this opening by Tapir. I will say, Tapir with the white pieces, I hated the way he played that last game, but I love the way he started it. He had a very nice center and just failed to take a free pawn. Here, I really dislike the opening. I'm not getting the feeling that Tapir has a good answer against the Philidor with the black pieces. What we saw earlier, game number 1 was no good. What we're seeing here is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but I will say the way he's playing with white is much better. So let's see. Let's see. Bishop d2. Okay, don't care for this move. Nice from Tapir. And if he gets this, he's right in there. We're going to see this and this. Yes, b5. Nice job, Tapir. Not staying passive. Knight surely going here. We might see this, but the pawn will advance, I guess. Knight e3. And look at these squares. How's Tapir going to handle? Not the first time he's dropped one. That's how you tuck the bishop in. Tapir showing him how it's done. Queen b3 with a double attack. Are we going to see rook here? A little defense. This pawn is also loose, by the way. Okay, sort of a double defense. And this pawn is loose. Let's see. Is he going to take? Choo likes what he's seeing. Understandable, but yeah, this pawn could have been grabbed right there, which would have been a big deal. Shout out to Tapir for recognizing that the e4 pawn can actually be taken. It's so easy when someone brings the knight in the middle. You're only like, oh, I got to like trade the knights. This is much better. Knight takes e4. dropping the bishop, he just didn't even react. Like, he just left it there. The queen's hit. There's pretty much only one square. I mean, what are you going to do? Queen takes here is possible. You don't really have a square for this knight, so I'm not sure he's going to be caught up trying to save it. Yep, that's fair as well, because you can grab this and you may as well ruin the pawn structure. I get it. Now, my question is, there's knight e7. I have a feeling he doesn't see this, because this was played very confidently. Okay, he does. Tapir sees it. Good, because that was played and I did not see immediate capture. I got a little bit scared for him. This should be an easy Tapir win. Knight e4 was his best move. Knight d2 and knight e7. He's just cleaning up the scraps here. Tapirknight has to get on the board here. He has to. And by the way, he did lose a game. I know that's obvious, but he has never lost a game in the event until game number 1. And obviously it happened twice in a row, game number 2. But still, you need some exposure to that. It's got to happen at some point. Queen here is really screaming at me, but he doesn't, and instead plays rook a1 and queen f1. And what piece was part of the checkmate? The knight on f5. Wow. He's using everything. All the pieces, full harmony. That's a confident mate, and that changed the body language completely. He needed that. Tapir, I'm not convinced his openings are the best against this Philidor. I think he's kind of supposed to have a pawn there. At least that was what he did last time. Yeah, I don't really like this opening. I think something's gone wrong here. Bit of a strange move. I say that because what you're supposed to do is always take back with a piece here. You're not really supposed to have this. You're not supposed to have this. We're waiting because this is a huge advantage waiting to be claimed. Yeah, Thyrandaal may get a good position here. Better one than he deserves, because this is a massive advantage. White just cements a protected pass pawn, knight against bishop, and an extra pawn. That would be huge. Let's see how this goes. I will say this position does not look like a Philidor. So to some degree, Team Tapir has succeeded in getting Thyrandaal out of his comfort zone. One of the moves that I'm waiting for is this. This undermines the knight on d3. And he does play it. This rook also wants to go here. I'm surprised he played this with the knight still pinned, but it is a great move. It is. That's surprising. Oh man, he could have maybe tried the retreat. Good luck, because black's position looks very, very tough to defend right now. Thyrandaal also has the pieces over on this side, That's going to be a free pawn. Tapir is all over this. Yeah. Waiting to go here. Okay, so this is not being played, but I'm really waiting for it because if you take with a pawn, then you just have a protected pass pawn. You're laughing all the way. Another idea that both will probably consider is, hey, might be time to snork up. G6 has to be the move that makes sense the least. Opening that diagonal is not the case. Guys, when you're making an escape square, you look at your opponent's bishop, you make sure the square color that you're escaping on is the opposite color, please. The basics here, the basics. Why am I nervous that this is going to get played? The knight is covering it. And thank goodness, this rook should just drop back. The other idea you might have is this, in order to take it. Hey, look at that. Tapir, with 17 seconds, just uncorks an absolute brilliancy. Thyrandaal playing right into it with rook takes after. Holy hell, h3, and he manages to create a mating net. This match is 2-2. Wow. That was impressive. Back against the wall. Thyrandaal was squirming, defending well. He sacked material to create the mating net, and Thyrandaal rightfully gets punished for a horrible G6 move. Two to two. We're back. We're back, and we're playing another Philidor. Same positions on both sides here. I will actually say the games have been surprisingly different, considering the opening has been the exact same. Like the positions we're getting have actually been quite something. Sorry. What? I think Tapir may have put that cup to his lips for a little too long there. Those were some deep swigs because what the hell is that? Like, hello? Thyrandaal, wake up, buddy. Why does black have this massive attack all of a sudden? Why wasn't that pawn captured? All right. Tapir has one piece developed on move 10, and he's got a huge attack. I will say, historically in this match, Tapir has done a little too much overextending and not a lot of developing. So I'm curious to see if this is actually the right decision for him. If I'm Thyrandaal, I'm literally considering this to trade, right? Continue to develop and trade, improve my pieces. I'm also considering this, as crazy as it is, to maybe use the F file. So let's wait and see. He takes the bishop. Thyrandaal. He knows where the pieces want to go here. He's got these squares in his mind. I also like this pin, but hey, he's going to grab a central pawn because why wouldn't you? Knight F6 just blunders E5. The boys are playing well right now. And Tapir has got two pieces developed. It's like move 14. The guy's launching a non-existent attack. Will it pay off? It did not last time. Is he going to learn from his mistakes? Rook H5. Man, he is cooking up a storm here, folks. He is cooking up something. What are you doing? Take with the knight. It was completely winning. What is he doing? Tapirknight gets bailed out. A queen hang from Thyrandaal. Are you kidding me? Black is all over this position now. Be very careful about tricky knight f6 moves. I think we're going to see h3 counts as a snork and it defends the knight. White still has a chip and a chair here. A chip and a chair. Funny move, but I understand it. I have to understand it. A couple good ideas here. Actually, I was going to say queen c8, knight f7 is kind of a funny move. Look, it's a good move. Good move. The reason I'm suspicious is actually just this. It's not an easy move to do as Tapir, but that would be my... You are kidding me. You're kidding me. You are joking right now. Oh my God. He doesn't even take the rook. It's a disaster. He can take everything in sight. He's completely winning. This is up there with some of the biggest throws we have ever seen. I can't believe it. Tapirknight has got 17 seconds from up a full queen. He's going to lose. It's inexplicable. Thyrandaal he gave up the entire queen. Tapir returned the favor not a couple moves later. Oh my goodness. It's done. 7 seconds? I mean, oh, look at this. He's going to get rid of the dangerous pawn, and now he knows he's completely winning. No way to mess this up. 2 seconds. Thyrandaal got it. You are kidding me right there. Thyrandaal hangs his queen and wins. 3-2 Thyrandaal. The nerves, the blunders from these two. The sips are deep. G4. Holy cow. As Tapir gets closer to the bottom of that glass, the G-pawn gets further and further up the board. Tapir. I like what I'm seeing. Full G4 commitments. Crazy. I think he's got something with this G4 idea, but the problem is, I think he might be too far in that glass to remember it. And if you don't remember it, it's just as good as not having it. Okay, gotta support that. There you go. This knight is a big problem here. Thyrandaal needs to recognize that and address it. If you can't develop that, you can't castle. Chushu, would you like to chime in here? Now, you said you had a absolutely bar none, zero chance, 0% permitted F3 policy. Does that apply to F6? Or did you fail to state that to your fighter here? Because F6 was just played by Thyrandaal, and he might be throwing it all away. Bishop G4, that's a good one. The knight still can't move from G8. Don't tell me. What is this knight doing? It can't move. This G-pawn is an absolute nuisance. Tapir may have got one right here, folks. It was Tapir's game to win last time. It's his to win again here as well. Yeah, and now if you go here, there's a big problem. I actually think this is the most natural move, and you can't do it. So you got to rethink all of a sudden. Maybe just bishop here. I mean, this is a disaster over here. B3. He knows that's not the move he wanted to do. I understand fully why he did it, but yeah, that's really not ideal. Thyrandaal gets castled. He didn't want to castle that way. Oh, Thyrandaal. Please. Stop it. What are we looking at? C5. Ay. Look at this knight. The best piece on the board. Now, this is troublesome. Queen A3. I mean, you got checks up and down. Roll out the red carpet, and in come the white pieces. Also, when the queen goes here, that doesn't even do anything. Queen can invade here. Good luck. Good luck. This position is atrocious. It's Thyrandaal's worst position to date. It looks nothing like the positions he's used to getting. Guys, this is penetration station. The knight can't move. The rook can't move. The bishop cannot move. The rook can't move. Black doesn't have a move they can make here. Thyrandaal's down like 20 points of material because nothing can move. "30 seconds. I mean, his position's just not playable. That's about to end things. I mean, look, he doesn't know what to do because there's no moves. It's checkmate. I mean, it's over. This is one of the most dominating games we've ever seen. Holy hell, he's cooking up something with that G-pawn. The G-pawn is going crazy. Thyrandaal, I don't know what he's doing, but Tapirknight is playing G5 with the black pieces. He's losing a pawn every single time. I don't understand it. But when he does it with the white pieces, it kind of works and it makes sense. So coach obviously gave him something, and he's remembering something like what the coach said. Maybe it's right sometimes. You know, he's winging it a little bit. He's winging it a little bit. That's okay. Sometimes that's what it takes. Because with the black pieces, it's nonsense. With the white pieces, I like it. But Thyrandaal is clearly phased because this guy's like he's a Philidor robot. Like he's not taking it. The match is 3-3. The momentum, I would say, is definitely on Tapir's side. He's basically won every single game except the first two. So he started out terribly, and then he's crushed every game since then. The only reason it's not 4-2 and it's 3-3 is because Thyrandaal blundered his queen, and Tapir actually lost that game. That's the only reason why things are not worse. I'm telling you, Tapir's playing some funny chess. Like, he's only got like one piece developed, 10 moves into the game in multiple games. I don't know how it's paying off for him, but I mean, looking at the way that he's playing from one perspective, it's terrible. Like, it's just trash. He has no pieces developed, no habits. He's launching G5 in the opening, which is just a blunder, but it's kind of working. So, you know, it's not always about the raw evaluation. I think Thyrandaal is I think he feels comfortable here. I'm willing to bet that Tapir is even happier. He's going to get this. There is a little bit of a threat on that knight there that needs to be addressed. I have a feeling this is a position Tapir can do well in. Tapir, he has a buff right now where his move quality goes down. You know those Pokemon abilities where it leaves you like more vulnerable to certain attacks, but you're able to do more damage. Like sacrifice your own HP to deal more HP to the opponent, to deal more damage to the opponent. I feel like that's what he's done. He sacrificed the quality of his moves a lot, but Thyrandaal is not able to actually take advantage of it. So what we're seeing is very quick and bad moves from Tapir. Case in point. And Thyrandaal not actually picking up on all of them. And so you're going to see a very interesting match where Tapir is either going to crash out hard, like the alcohol, everything is hitting at once, G5, nonsense moves, no development, like he's just going to get throttled, or Thyrandaal is going to crumble under the pressure and not be able to handle the speedy, aggressive chess from Tapir. That looks like the story right now. So far in this game, Tapir's handling it beautifully. Much better than in previous games. Tapir is really going to have to rethink, and neither one of these guys, by the way, is calling a timeout. I think this is a very timeoutable match. Like, this is the type of match, I think, at any point, both players would be well advised to take a timeout, and we haven't seen a single one. Yeah, Thyrandaal is all over this position. I think this is pure comfort. But he's exposing Thyrandaal a little bit for being too much of a robot in the opening. Thyrandaal is unwilling to take that free G-pawn that's presented itself a few times. And as a result, positions are not as good. Wow, this is an incredible move by Thyrandaal, by the way. It's force mate. It's incredible. Huge move right there. Oh, nasty. Sick and disgusting. We have a timeout. All right, we have a timeout called by Tapir, which means 3 minutes on the clock, starting now. Timeout from Tapir. It's 4-3 Thyrandaal. What the hell did we just see right? This match is insane. Both players are talking to the coach right now, probably getting an earful. Has Thyrandaal picked it back up? Because, man, it's been a momentum matchup here. Thyrandaal out early, 2-0. Tapir, next 4 games were all Tapir. Then, next 2 games, all Thyrandaal. It's 1-6, so important territory here. And will Thyrandaal actually be calling a timeout if Tapir wins a couple games? Thyrandaal is It's quite an impressive story because he's the most predictable player. Everyone knows his openings. So if anything, he's going into the opening at a deficit in every single match. It does make it more impressive that he's able to pull these games out. The cameras currently match the usernames. They will not probably for the next game. Got about 20 more seconds. It is a very close match. And we are about to jump right back into it. I'll let the players know. Tapir, Thyrandaal, that is 3 minutes. So please rematch and start the next game. All right. We're jumping back in. Tapir with the white pieces. What does he remember? There's a G4 somewhere. Boy, it was working out for him last time. Is he going to go back to it? No. Do you think the coach came in and said, hey, boy, why don't you tighten up that gameplay for us? What the hell do you think you're doing out there? Boring. Coach came in and gave some good advice. Now we got to watch this good chess. Boo. No fun, coach. Jesus, Lost Moose turned him into a responsible adult during that timeout. Now, the measured attack that we've seen before is usually this, the knight sliding. That is a comfortable, like this move makes perfect sense to me. Now, what he's going to have to deal with is this. Personally, I'm not too bothered by this if we can get something like this going. Look, it's about equal chances. And this is exactly what's happening. What I don't like is I don't like A3. Terrible move. Oh yeah, this is the disaster. Because now the rooks are coming over. Yep, there's no attack here. It's way too slow. What you needed is you needed not to play A3 because now you can slide the pieces over and there's no open lines. It makes a big difference. Wait a minute, what? King F2. Tapir, he lost his mind. He thought he was losing a piece. Maybe the rook, but the knight could drop back to any of those squares. King F2. Good lord. Oh, he's dead here. Tapir comes straight out of that timeout. Coach might have taken him off the G4 sauce. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to it next game. Because this did not work out. Thyrandaal is up a clean piece here. On the previous turn, I believe there was a winning move, right? Yeah. I don't know. You lose a lot of material there. I actually don't know if it was worth it. It's objectively good, but I understand skipping that. Tapir, I mean, hey, that's... Tapir is so, like, he's so locked in on this attack. It's like, buddy, what about this? Like, what? We got big moves here. Not being played. I mean, this is a disaster. The only good thing is if he misses, the rook is hanging, but that's not happening. Thyrandaal is all over this position. It's completely done. Oh yeah, there's no coming back from this. You want to go for a trade, it's there for you. You want to set this up, it's there for you. I mean, this is good enough. This one is completely over. I don't even know, like, look at this queen. It can't move anywhere here. So you can't even make a threat. Like, it's just not a threat you can make, period. Good luck. How does Tapir get into this type of position? Man, this is brutal. And he does not have another timeout. Thyrandaal will win this and move to match point. You have to assume that this is going to be a conversion here. And the king walks into it. Yep. And that is a win, which brings us to 5-3. I don't think we'll see this one. Tapir is back to basics, it looks like. Just normal stuff, normal Philly. Now, there's a difference, though. The pawn's not there. I don't think we've seen this from Tapir so far. Thyrandaal will know, exactly what to do here. He's played this position over and over and over. Thyrandaal definitely seems to deliver the least nervous performance almost of any BrahChamp participant. He hasn't had the cleanest matches. Somehow Casino is looking like the guy to beat, but in terms of nerves, Thyrandaal is always looking calm on cam. And even though he goes on these 2-3 game losing streaks, he never gets blown out in the matches. He always seems to make a comeback. It's quite an impressive skill to have. Dark Spur, you're the guy to beat? Well, that's, of course you are. You've been beaten. Knight takes e5 here. The only continuation. Yeah, he's going to play it. He's going to play it. I wonder if and when a timeout will be called by Thyrandaal. Obviously, it's only if he doesn't win this game. We want to take, you can entertain ideas like this, but I think this is the one to do. And now when the knight moves, you pick up this pawn. Again, Thyrandaal coming out ahead in the complications. What's he considering here? Yeah, there you go. Taking, surely, because it defends that. I guess you could go here. Interesting move. I like it. I am surprised by it, but I like it. Got to take this. I think it's, you can go here, but I think we might be delaying it a little bit too long. Let's see. No, he's going to take it. Time is even. Time is even. Oh, Tapir could be in big trouble here, guys. We got easy moves for Thyrandaal. Now, Tapir wants to do, I think, these two moves. And then he's fully ganging up on this. So I believe that that's what's going on. Like, that's his plan. if you get pinned like this, I think it's mandatory to unpin. I expected this one. I got this one, and I don't know how I feel about it. Easy moves for Thyrandaal. He's not overthinking. It's all he needs to do. You could even play a move like this, which would kind of guarantee a trade, and actually he's just provided it for us. Considering I was about to move the queen to that square, I think playing queen f5 now would be even better. Queen c4 is a great move. Double attack. Tapir has one double defense move that I can see, and instead he goes for a 0 defense. Instead of defending both of them or one of them, he defended none of them. And well, with a minute on the clock, I think he may just be completely cooked. There was, still something there. Still something. I mean, it is done. Like, just the pawn is way too strong. I assume he's going to take this. Now, here's the way you lose. Here it is, right here. It's right in front of us. That's how it goes wrong. And we would need to see an incredible speed performance from Tapir. Like, even if he did do that. So, he's also not snorked up, so it's tough times for Tapir here. We're going to need to see speed from Tap like we've never seen before. 35 to 15. You got a lot of time to make up, my friend. It's all Thyrandaal right now. Ten seconds. He's got an extra 15 on him. These moves are not coming fast enough. We're not seeing any pre-moves. 3 seconds per move. No, you don't stand a chance at that speed. Tapir is going down, and that is 6-3 for Thyrandaal. And he's moving on to our winners final. Hello, Tapir, Thyrandaal.
Yo.
Well played, Thyrandaal. Well played.
Thanks.
Jeez.
So much for your only King's Indian.
That's exactly what I thought would happen.
You expected a King's Indian, Tapir?
Why would I do that?
That's a good question. Why would you?
The King's Indian defense? I thought that was like all Thyrandaal played.
No, as far as I know, he's swapped to the Philidor, and I'm pretty sure he played this in his last match.
Yeah, but I finished with the King's Indian versus Bob. But yeah, I expected that would happen, and I thought, yeah, I'll just play what I play, I think, at the higher level, the Philidor.
So you brought it out as a sign of respect, a higher level matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I did think I was an underdog. Well, I thought that until yesterday when I saw Tapir play the pool.
He caught him on a downswing session. Yes. It happens.
He caught it back. He played a shitload of volume. Played like 170 game or something yesterday.
Okay, getting the last minute reps.
That was a crazy volume. I have never done such a thing. But yeah, gave me confidence to see him at 1050. So
there was this idea with the G pawn, and we weren't really sure if you were putting it together correctly, if it had been given to you by the coach. We weren't sure what was going on with it, but I'm not going to lie. It worked half the time, and the other half it sucked. So what was the G4 idea? Was that prep?
No, I 100%, all of my prep was not against what Thyrandaal was playing. No, the G4 idea actually was a spur of the moment come up. If you remember, the G4 was the only move that I remember.
Yep.
But about 7-8 months ago, I got crushed a couple of games back when I was playing the Philidor a lot by who's I think rated 200 at the time, Mr. Watson,
Yep.
where he had prepped a bunch of games against me. And
Phenomenal
the only
memory.
move I remember was the G4. So I was sitting there thinking, man, whatever I'm doing clearly isn't working. He's not playing a King's Indian, so zero, all preps out the window. Fuck it, it worked for Watson. So for me.
Honestly,
And
that is
and
a
it worked. He was
valid.
getting me good positions.
That is a valid call out. That's a crazy memory, especially to pull it like live during the match as well, because you're absolutely right. Watson like had some like 200 like Elo shed stuff prepared for you, and it actually worked genuinely. I will say when you played it with the black pieces, it was a little bit too much, but I'm not going to lie. When you played it with white, Thyrandaal, your worst game was off of one of those G4, G5s. You had a position, you'll remember it. You literally couldn't move. All your pieces were paralyzed. You know which one I'm talking about.
With black, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a G4. It was a genuinely good G4 game. And I wasn't sure if you were going to stick to it, Tapir, or if at some point you felt like, okay, this is probably too crazy.
I mean, the problem is it got so loose, and I like with zero time. Like time is always my biggest killer. It got very, very loose, and I ended up hanging shit all over, which caused me to try to be more aggro.
Yep.
Try to hang more shit and then go for it. But like he kept up the time. I don't think I had time pressure in any of the games except for maybe like the 1v4 game.
Yep, so, he's quite quick.
Yeah, he wasn't blundering that I could see like he was in all of his other matches. So his level seemed to
I definitely think I played better than all my other matches, yes.
Yeah, it was a good match. I'm going to say the one that stood out to me was, you'll both remember this game for different reasons. Thyrandaal hung his queen. So he blundered it straight up.
Yeah.
And then you, like 4 or 5 moves later, blundered your queen. And at the time, the match score was 3-2 for you, Tapir. That would have been 4-2. And instead, the match kind of went a different direction. For me, that was a pretty big turning point. And maybe a little bit of what you were talking about, like those messy positions where it's just like hard to keep track of everything. But that was the big moment because you had been doing this G5 stuff. And honestly, it was working. He hung his queen, but then you lost that game. That was a brutal one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was that was a killer. It's like I'm just trying to play it fast and I don't know. Like it was shit.
That's 4-2, 3-3. Big difference in the match. And after it was tied up, Thyrandaal went on, won the next game a little bit more confidently.
I thought it was 4-2 the other way.
No, so it was tied 3-3 at some point, and then it went to 4-3, and then you called a timeout at 4-3 for Thyrandaal. So it was 3-2 for you, and if you had won that queen hang game, it would have been 4-2 for you, but instead it tied it up. So that's why I think that was kind of a big moment.
Yeah, that one sucked. Yeah. No, well done, Thyrandaal. Like, tip my hat. Wish you would have played a little bit of a King's Indian as black, but no, I was ready for that. I mean, I had so much.
Oh yeah, you play the King's Indian, Thyrandaal. You were absolutely. I mean, good looking.
No, but so I mean, yeah. What can I say? So I guess Thyrandaал's going to move on to the finals, and I'm going to have to make my way through.
You're going to have to make your way through. Thyrandaal we know his matchup actually. It's going to be against Casino Duck. So that'll be our winner's final. And if you win that, you just kind of sit up in the grand final and wait for whoever wins in the entire loser's bracket. So that's what happens when there's a double elim. If you win all your matches to the grand final, you really do away with some of the extra chess and variance of the others. So obviously that's worth quite a bit. And yourself, you'll drop down, and you will be waiting for Bamdeezy Eviscerated, and then the winner plays Dark Spur, and then the winner of that will play you. So, a little bit of, you got to wait for a couple matches to happen.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, but no one's eliminated. That's the thing about this match. And you've had some great runs. I mean, we were literally sitting here talking about the fact that you hadn't lost a game until this match to Pierce. So it's not like you haven't been playing some great chess. And I always say the styles make it. Like, you came in expecting an opening, just shocked to not see it. That really affects the outcome of the match right there. And then you think back to your other matchups, you 6-0'd, you 2-0'd. Like, it's just sometimes different styles, different openings work better.
Yeah. No, I mean, it sucks, but I'm looking forward. That just means I get to play a little bit more chess on stream. Hopefully,
that's
pull
true.
Together some good finishes here.
Yep.
And Thyrandaal, I think, plays how he played against me. He's got to give a solid run for his money in the finals, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and I'll do a little bit more Philidor prep.
Yeah, you guys might play again, by the way.
You have time. You have more time.
You guys can match up again, technically. So if he gets you again there, Thyrandaal, maybe you switch back to the King's Indian at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 openings. You had to only prepare. I don't know.
I was going to ask you about that, Thyrandaal. Like, you've been doing quite well. You're in the winners final, so it's been a great event for you. But you are the guy that everyone knows going in what to expect. I mean, at some point, are you feeling like you're going to run into some prep that you just don't know what to do, or you're always confident in your openings?
I expected it to happen on this match. I expected to hit the wall here. Yeah.
Right. So you're just going to keep looking forward until it happens.
I don't know. I went through the wall just because, how do you say it? Like, I slithered because I used a different weapon than the one he was expecting. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, it was a match filled with maybe more blunders than you might have thought. I feel like on a rewatch, it's always like,
of course,
But overall, I thought that you guys. I mean, it was 3-3. It was literally, we were halfway done, and it was exactly knotted up. So you just kind of ran away with the second half of things, Thyrandaal. Did it ever occur that you might want to take a timeout, Thyrandaal, at any point in this, or you were happy with what you were getting?
I was nervous because I don't particularly like the pawn pushes, the aggressive pawn pushes, but I mean, I've seen them in the pool plenty. I just need to practice a little bit more. I don't need him to get more time with reviewing those tapes.
Fair.
I will say, so I definitely, Thyrandaal was right. I had a rough go. I guess not last night, but the night before. You can look through my match history. I damn near dropped under 1,000, but I was just trying to get some games in, mainly to try to get some King's Indian games, which I had a few in.
Right.
Those ones I did well in. But I don't think I played a single goddamn Philidor game. Like, it's not in the pool at this level.
I checked your opening. I think at move 4 there was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I'm just saying, the prep, I was putting in games, just trying to get Philidor games. Nobody was playing it. I didn't really have a whole lot of people to practice that one with. So
that's tough.
That one sucked, and I didn't get any sleep that night, which sucked. But yeah, rating tank. Maybe the confidence was down. Thyrandaal played gray on the day, and what can I say? I just didn't play fundamentals. I didn't play habits. I was hanging shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Playing too fast, but
a little bit of a different style.
A little bit of a different style, and most of these games after I got crushed, I had to just sort of freestyle it and throw shit.
Yeah.
Try to make it tactical, and Thyrandaal played solid. Habits, trades, didn't hang shit. So awesome play. And
the queen that
I got
went into my face. There was one game where you got the queen and bishop, where you mated me. I was not happy really about that. One.
Yep. Yeah, this was like why sometimes it boils down to just one event, because now that the match is over, it's easy to look back and be like, yeah, you were playing loose, crazy, that's why it went bad. But then at some point it was 3-2, probably should have been 4-2. You win up a queen there, and we might be saying Well, we saw the same match, but it wasn't that you were loose, crazy, and wild. It was, you were aggressive. It was working. Thyrandaal didn't like that style. We just could be telling a different story with the same information. So sometimes the result kind of, like the overall result skews maybe how you view the match, but it was an interesting attempt. The G-Pawn stuff, I will say Thyrandaal was not like capturing free G-Pawns. So something was up. Like he was just like autopiloting the opening. So you were kind of making it work a little bit. So there was some good to it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to study that G-Pawn.
Get Watson on the line.
Yeah. Hey, Watson.
He's the only one who knows.
I will say, after losing to Watson and getting crushed by 200, there's no greater motivator than getting your ass kicked. I got my ass kicked today by Thyrandaal, so all that tells me is my overconfident ass from before the match.
Right.
A reality check knocked me down, and
you'll be back.
We'll be back, and again, well done, Thyrandaal. Well deserved. Well
Thanks.
earned.
Very nice.
It was fun games.
Final, so I can get revenge. And if not, I'll probably challenge you for a little bit after the event if we don't get an opportunity to see each other.
Yeah, they'll be the only Philidor games you get on the whole site, apparently.
No shit. Again, I didn't even count how many, but like 170 games was like not a single goddamn.
I'm picturing the Hollywood like split screen of Thyrandaal at home chilling, watching you in the pool, and just seeing no Philidor, no Philidor, just sad.
Honestly, maybe that was bad because his confidence probably skyrocketed. I was like, yeah.
He's like, this Philidor surprise is going to be great now. Yeah, I can see it. Well, Thyrandaal was a really nice second half from you. You kind of pulled away and made the match look like it was not that close, even though it kind of was right in the middle. So commanding finish, and you're in our winners final. You haven't lost a match yet, and you've had some very close ones. A 6-5 against Bobercio, a comeback at that. So it hasn't been an easy run, but you got Casino next, and I think we have a few matches, at least one on Sunday, and then obviously the event continues, but might be a little bit of break for you, Casino, Tapir. We have Casino against Thyrandaal, but yeah, Tapir, I think your match may be in a little while after the others.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep tabs on the chat, and look forward to the next content. Good luck, Thyrandaal, in your next match.
Thanks.
And again, tip my hat, shake your hand. Well done. Good beating me. I am beatable. Unfortunately, as
the Moose is not that OP.
Well, we also, to be fair, I mean, Moose is awesome. Unfortunately, I think he started school again, so we only got a little deathbed stuff right before today, and one kind of hour and a half prep session on Sunday, which is where I was like, if he's just playing the Kings, if he's playing the Kings Indian, the Philidor, I can try to just get some games in against that. But it wasn't to be, and I definitely spent the majority of my time. I feel real confident against the Kings Indian defense again, but I
played the Kings Indian to show Guppy that I could beat Bobercio with it. I told him I would. Oh yeah.
Well, then your head game's there. I mean, it worked because I spent quite a few hours. So if anyone wants to throw some Kings Indian games,
if anyone dares in the next matchup play the Kings Indian against Tapir, this guy's got so much prep.
I've got so much prep, but there's nothing in the Philidor. Like the problem with the Philidor is it's a passive opening, but it's also like hard to play against. It's solid. Yeah.
Yep, you're welcome for that one there, Thyrandaal.
I think I'll keep yapping if you don't get us off. Are we going to continue with some marbles? I can jump back in the pool, or
we are. We're wrapping up, but we can always do some. What are they called? Final songs, curtain calls, some curtain call marbles. Thyrandaal, congrats.
All right, thanks.
Take care,
Can't
boys.
wait to watch the
Good night.
Night. Thanks, guys. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
GG. Let's input this result. It was a 6-3. Thyrandaal, he continues to get it done. Thyrandaal and Casino. We have Pieszki and Tapir awaiting. And then we have a big losers bracket rumble waiting to happen. We move further and further along in our event. Almost 20 matches played. And Casino Thyrandaal to set the ultimate, grand finalist who just gets to sit there and wait for whoever comes out of the losers bracket. They get a nice break. Some nice time off.